For the hamstring foam roller bridge, you're just going to need a foam roller and some space on the floor. So in this movement, we're going to be targeting our lower hamstrings specifically, all right? So we should feel a lot of work being done by this kind of lower portion of the hamstring, the half of your hamstrings closest to your knee, all right? So when we set up, there's a few things we need to nail. We need to have the correct foot position. We need to understand what a tuck of the pelvis is. And then the other thing the third thing and very important thing is intention. So we need to have an intention when we're doing this exercise. We need to have an intention of trying to crush the foam roller or trying to push down as hard as we can into the foam roller. The harder we push down into the foam roller, the more contraction, the more muscle contracting, muscle activation we get from the hamstrings, okay? So when we're setting up, we lie down. We want our legs roughly at this angle here, okay? So I don't want them too close to my bum like I would in a glute bridge. I want them a bit further away, and I don't want them fully straight either, so roughly here. I then want my midfoot on the foam roller. This is really important. We don't want the heel on the foam roller like this. We also don't want the toes on the foam roller. So just the midfoot, meaning just back from your toes, that kind of padded area at the, just behind your toes. That's where we want our weight to be, okay? So from here, I'm gonna lie my head down onto the ground. I'm gonna relax my neck. I'm going to tuck my pelvis. And when you do this, you should feel your lower back gently press into the floor. Then once you've got that, you're gonna create a little bit of tension in your belly just to keep this tuck in the pelvis. And then from there, we're just gonna lift our heels slightly. And then we're gonna push down through the foam roller. We're gonna use that push down to lift our hips up off the floor. The hips won't come up off the floor that much. So we don't want the hips up like this really high. We only want them a little bit off the floor. We wanna maintain our tuck through our pelvis. We wanna keep our heels up. And we wanna then crush the foam roller as hard as we can. So the whole time I'm here, I'm thinking, squash the foam roller, keep pushing down into the foam roller as hard as I can. Once you've got that, then we're just gonna focus on breathing. So just nice, big, long breaths. So I'll just do a few so you can get an idea. The whole time I'm breathing there, I'm thinking heels up, and I'm thinking keep my pelvis tucked, squash the foam roller.